Hello everybody, Poncianinho speaking here. It's Monday, 8th of November, 2021. I just did a class and I didn't film the class or didn't even film the sequence, but I will now because I wanted to show you this sequence as there's a part there I broke down in class, which I'm not going to do here. So perhaps those who have done the class will be able to spot there more because they've just done a whole class. But I'm really interested in exercise that can lead once they are polished, they can really lead to beautiful transitions. And I think we achieved that to a certain extent today. So I'm going to do it slowly and I'm going to big up on the feelings behind each transition. I also spoke about this, perhaps more interesting, more to the point. I also spoke about the fact that when you're being, let's say, attacked with a kick, so there's a kick coming towards you, if we're not talking about very fast kicks for now, it's a really good idea to practice this halfway that you defend before you really commit to the defense. So I got this stick here, and the idea is as the stick come here, I don't just do that. I negotiate here first. But the idea is, how can I negotiate this instead of just doing that to escape? Okay, how can I then negotiate this more before I fully commit to the escape? In other words, how can I increase my reflex? So it's kind of a reflex thing where I can, let's think about this for a second. My reflex is to say, the kick's coming towards me, I escape. That's too early. That's too late. The kick's coming towards me and I wait. See, I moved a bit. I'm doing to myself and I moved a bit too early. So I'm going here. Oh, now I escape. So that creates a different texture and is obviously, if not done properly, is more dangerous. But if it's done properly, it is so beautiful. And then you can play with time. You know, time is the most powerful thing in your game. It's the timing of things. Once you've learned the movement, it's all about the timing. Yeah? So it's the how question. How do I do this? When do I do this? When do I do that? And then we have another question, quite philosophical as well, which is why do I do that? But why and when are actually another trinity there, né? Another 3 points there. But coming back to the point, for me to be able to do that, also, it doesn't just increase my reflex and it doesn't just rely on reflex. I can also play with textures then, because I'm not just tied to, I must defend. It's like, oh, should I defend? I can create some narratives. I can big up on the texture, and especially, now here's the point, if the movement that is coming towards you, it's slower, then we not only can, but we should increase the melody of that by negotiating the kick, okay? So I can't demonstrate with someone kicking me now, but I will at one day. But what I'm gonna show you, that's the idea behind. And if you've done this class, and if you know someone else that have done this class, please send them this video, because then they'll be able to relate and go, oh yeah, I remember that now, yeah? And there's value, even if just watching the sequence, not having to practice again, you are obviously learning, okay? So here we go. So what's the difference between just going into esquiva? It becomes quite obvious now once I've explained that. Just going into esquiva and perhaps grounding here first before I fully commit. Now, as the kick is fast and sharper, I may have to just get there. But guess what? Even when the kick is faster, there's still something about this that is crying. It's not just going, I must escape. It's going, whoa, yeah? And then you think, okay, how do I practice? That sounds great, nice. But how do I practice that? How do I put this into practice? Well, actually, it's very simple if you think about center of gravity. So, this esquiva, just practice this. You turn that foot. You could do it from here as well without turning the foot. At some point, you duck. So you think squat, duck. You see what I mean? Down and then move instead of move all in one chunk. Now this could go then down and move. And of course, the next point is then with this texture, feels more connected with others. Feels more connected. everything starts to, here we talk about the eyes, how they help into this rolé. So if I do the sequence now, so now I'm going to do the sequence that we did in class. My first movement was here, just like a flourishing. Hey, come back forward. Then the sequence really starts here. Armada, back, and here. See? I go e e dois. Okay? So now I'm going to do the sequence. And I did a few things before, but I'm going to start from the basic skiva, which is the main point of the class. So I'm going to a nice ginga. And then here, come back here. That's an important point. It's probably better to practice going and coming back. So I go here, come back here, close, sharp, rolé. Here, I go into a negativa. Look, the leg doesn't touch the floor. Go straight into a negativa, come back up, swing. Now here, rearrange the body. Can you hear my dog having a nightmare? Good girl. That's better. Good girl. Let's try that again.